So hello everyone. Today we are going to see the solution of this problem, that is house robber. So we have already discussed the problem statement in the previous video, that what are the things that we need to return. So in this video we are going to see the solution. So the nums array that has been provided to us, we have taken this thing here. So it contains 1 2 3 1. So we have discussed that in order to solve this problem we are going to use one dimensional DP. So we will follow that thing only. So we will create a DP of size nums.length only. The, the array that has been provided to us, nums array, we are going to create a DP of the same size. Okay. Now we will assign the meaning that what this DP is going to hold. So suppose this first cell, it holds the value that, suppose if we are at house, we have only house number 1, what is the maximum amount of money that can be robbed? Okay, max amount of money that can be robbed. Similarly, if we talk about this second cell, so it holds the data that if we have house 1, H1 and H2 both, then what is the maximum amount of money that we can generate? Max amount of money we can generate. Similarly, 3 holds the data that if H1, H2, H3, that is house number 1, house number 2, house number 3, these 3 houses are present, then what is the max amount of money that can be robbed? And same goes with 4. Okay. So basically this is house number 1, house number 2, house number 3 and house number 4. So the meaning we have assigned to our this DP. Okay. Now we will move towards the logic part. I will erase this thing and minimize this thing so that we have ample amount of space available with us. Okay, so meaning we have assigned only, so we will remove this thing also. So this, in this DP we are going to fill now the data. So if house number 1 is present only, then what is the maximum amount of money that we can rob? That is the money available at house number 1 itself. So the money that is available in house number 1 is, this is suppose our nums array, which contains the data that how much money each of these houses are going to hold. Okay, so this in this DP, at zeroth, at the first index, what we are going to fill, we are going to fill the amount of money that is present in the first house, because it is the house that is available to us. So we are going to fill we are going to fill 1 here. Okay. Now, this 2, what does this 2 represent? This 2 represent that if we have house number 1 and house number 2, what is the maximum amount of money that can be robbed? So we should not, rob alternate houses. So we are going to take the max of these two, that is house 1 and house 2. Okay, that we are going to store in this place. So what is the money available in house 1? That is 1. What is the money available in house 2? That is 2. We are going to take the max of these two, so it will return us 2. So if house 1 and house 2 are available, so the maximum amount of money that can be robbed is 2. Now the interesting case starts when we move towards the third house. So we have H1, H2 and H3. So what are all the cases that, what are the ways in which we can rob the house? We can rob house 1 and house 3 or house 2 alone. Okay, this is the thing. So suppose if we are at third, so if we are going to rob the current house, that is house third, and next to the alternate house, that is 1. So the amount that we are going to, rob is equal to 3 plus 1, 4. And if we have robbed house 2 alone, then what is the amount that we are going to get? It is equal to 2 here. So we will take the max of these both. So it will return us 4 only. So we will put this thing. So if we generalize this thing, that suppose we are at ith house, so we can rob the current house, that will give us num set I amount of money, plus the next two alternate house, that is nums of I minus 2. Okay, and the second case can be nums of the previous one, just previous one, that is nums of I minus 1. And we are going to take the max of these two, and whatever returns us the max value, we are going to store this thing. Now, if we move towards the 4, we will do the same thing here. Max of nums at current, that is nums at 4, okay, plus nums of I minus 2, that is going to be next to the alternate house, that is plus nums of 2, okay, comma nums of 3, nums of I minus 1, that is going to be 3. So if we add these both terms 4 and 2, it will give us 2 plus 1 3. So if we rob house number 2 and house number 4, we are able to get only 3 amount of money. And on the other hand, if we have robbed house 3 along with the one house number 1, we are able to generate 4 amount of money. So the max amount is we are going to put, so the max amount is going to be 4 only. So we will place 4 here. Now what we are going to return, we will return the DP at n. Basically, if we are using one based indexing, so DP at n will return as the maximum amount of money that we can rob. So I hope you have understood this problem. Now we will code the same thing, what we have discussed. So thank you.